Hello everyone, and welcome back into another video. Today we're back in Warframe with another weapon showcase, and this time we're having a look at the Despair. This is another weapon you can get from killing the Stalker. The drop chance is fairly low, so it might take a few kills before you get it, and even after you get it, the weapon will be, well, kind of disappointing in terms of effects, because you're just throwing a little projectile, and well, that's pretty much it. It doesn't look great, but trust me, this weapon is amazing. But that's enough introductions for now, so let's jump into the build. As always, let's start from the Incarnon form. Evolution 1 is what unlocks the Incarnon form itself. You charge the Incarnon meter by hitting weak spots on enemies, and after pressing your Alt Fire button, the weapon will transform into its Incarnon form. While in Incarnon form, the weapon shoots projectiles that will embed themselves into the enemy and explode, dealing hit damage. Evolution 2 has two options. Either 50 more base damage and 40% more direct damage per status type affecting the target, or 60 base damage, and if you're using the other two weapons you get from the Stalker, Multishot will now consume your ammo from capacity, and the weapon will deal 100% more damage and also gains an additional 30% multishot. I think that the first evolution, Fatal Affliction, is still better because it allows for more damage, especially if you're going to apply more statuses, so this is the one we are going to use. Then we have Evolution 3, and we can choose between negative 30% zoom, plus 50% more projectile speed, or 100% more reload speed. I recommend going for 50% more projectile speed because the throwing projectiles are very slow, so this one will pretty much fix that. Negative zoom is not recommended because we have to hit weak spots and that requires you to aim very accurately. And reload speed is not that important because the weapon already has a reload speed of 0.8 seconds, which is really fast. Finally, for Evolution 4 we have three choices: either 24% more status chance, 12% more crit chance and 12% more status chance, or 18% more crit chance and 0.4x critical multiplier. These are all great options and you should choose the one you prefer, but for today's build we are going to focus on statuses, so elemental balance will be our choice. Let's now have a look at the base stats. The primary fire has a fire rate of 3.33 with a magazine of 10 bullets. Reload speed is again very high at 0.8 seconds. And the Riven disposition is 4 out of 5, so Rivens will be very good. And I suggest grabbing one because they shouldn't be that expensive, so yeah, just go and grab one. Crit chance is very low at 16% and the critical multiplier is also very low at 1.6x. Status chance on the other hand is very high at 40% and the weapon will mostly deal puncture damage. Moving to the Incarnon form, the weapon has now a fire rate of 3 and can hold a maximum of 20 charges. Crit chance is 30%, critical multiplier is 3x, which is very high, and status chance is 44%. This fire mod will also deal mostly puncture damage and it deals a little bit more damage than the primary one, but of course this doesn't account for the explosion. The explosion happens 0.5 seconds after the bullet hits the target. It deals 150 hit damage at base, which can be modded, and explodes in an AoE of 4.9 meters, which can also be modded, and it has the same crit chance, crit multiplier and status chance of the Incarnon form. And this is the build we're going to use today. Prime Pistol Gambit for more crit chance, Prime Target Cracker for more crit damage, Prime Fulmination to increase the blast radius, Galvanized Diffusion for more multishot and on kill even more multishot, Galvanized Shot for 80% more status chance, and on kill 40% more damage per status type affecting the target, Pistol Elementalist for more status damage and reload speed, Hydraulic Thrusters for more crit chance on headshot for 9 seconds when aiming, and if you want to invest one more forma onto this weapon you can use Galvanized Thrusters instead, and Scorch for more heat and status chance. And finally, in my exo slot I'm running Little Momentum for more projectile speed. As my arcane of choice I'm using Cascadia Flare because it does increase the damage of this weapon by 480%, which is just insane. Now the stats on the Incarnon evolution look great, and also they will be even better when we activate Hydraulic Crosser because we gain an additional crit chance boost. And that's pretty much the build. Let's now see it in action. First of all, we have to charge the Incarnon form by hitting some weak spots, in this case a couple headshots, then we transform the weapon into the Incarnon form, and then we can start shooting people. Well, it does take very little to stack Cascadia Flare to maximum, and also to gain that 135% more crit chance while aiming. And now the weapon will deal a ton of hit damage in a very big AoE and pretty much kill everything with the hit procs, because they will deal well, just a little bit of damage per tick. That's enough to kill everything, so that's really great. Let's now try again with some buffs active. So let's charge the Incarnon evolution really quick. And then we start again, and the explosion can also hit headshots and can refresh our buff from Hydraulic Thrusters, so it's really easy to maintain that 135% crit chance boost, and by just charging the Incarnon form, we gain the buff passively, so yeah, just a great increase in crit chance for a very little amount of work. Now, this weapon can already deal a lot of damage to very high level enemies, but it can become even better. That is, if we add something that can apply viral onto enemies very quickly, for example, a Panzerwurfpfeiler. This cat can also use some other random elements on its claws to add even more statuses, and that means the weapon will deal even more damage thanks to Evolution 2 and thanks to Galvanized Shot. So let's try again with our cat now that can apply viral and also a bunch more statuses, and from now on this weapon pretty much becomes a monster, and that should be enough. Yep, that is definitely enough, and all the enemies are now dead, and there was 14 bullets. That's all it took. This is without having our stacks active, which now are, so the weapon will now deal even more damage, because why not? And yeah, pretty much a couple bullets will now be enough to kill everything. Yeah, very powerful, and also very easy to both use and charge. It just takes a couple headshots, and the Incarnon form is already fully charged. Quick reminder that the weapon has self-stagger on the explosion, so you may want to be careful and use it too close to, well, yourself, because it does stagger you, so that's not something we want. And that is pretty much the Despair. It's a very small weapon, like literally, and it goes overlooked by so many people, but it's really powerful when built correctly and can clear groups of enemies with ease. I will now leave you guys to the showcase where I test the weapon in a 5-minute survival in Steel Path against some Grineer enemies, so you can see how the weapon performs in a more realistic scenario. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Have a great rest of the day, and bye-bye.
it's not right, no, it's not right, but I'll sleep better. So